Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of CISTA Girls. My name is Haley Persaud, and today with me I have
Mohini, and I am 12.
I have
Sandi Pope
and
Lorna.
Today's episode we are going to be talking about pollution. So that's why we have Mohini, because Mohini is an expert and she has lots of facts to share with us about pollution. So Mohini, would you like to begin?
Sure. What I have heard is that many animals are dying because of the pollution going around, and that trash is also causing that. And us humans are causing that as well because we are
Throwing out the
throwing
trash.
trash and causing it all go all over the ocean. About 14 billion pounds of trash goes into the water every year.
I have a question. Why do people think that when they just dump trash into the ocean, that it's just going to disappear? Is it because we have so much ocean, or are they just too lazy to dispose of it properly?
Well, may I answer that?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I feel like people, they don't have a way to like put the trash away, so they would just throw it in the ocean, and then they feel like it's okay because that's how they would forget about it. Like
Maybe
they'll
the
feel,
ocean,
they'll
maybe the
feel,
ocean think it's just like too deep and all the trash will go there and nothing can
Oh.
even affect
yeah, it's
the
not-
animals,
Right.
not the animals, meaning the fish from the
the
sea,
fish
right?
and the
And would
sea
you?
animals.
And if you think about it, when the chemicals or the trash, plastic, anything that's considered garbage
Yeah.
goes inside the fish eat it, or the turtle, or mostly fish because we eat fish. That goes inside our body, and then that is affecting us too.
Yes.
Yeah, but Mohini, what do the people who comes from the boat that actually throw the trash, or meaning that our human who they on land actually throw the trash to in the sea?
Well, how do people on boats, like when you're going on a weekly vacation in a boat, like those boat cruises, how do they throw out the poop and like the
Yeah.
how do they throw out those things from, like, you know, when you're using the bathroom, like how do they throw that into the
It actually
water?
has to go in the ocean.
I
Yeah,
think there's a
right? And, like, the
chemical.
food.
Everything else.
I think there's a
Yeah,
chemical
like
that
the
breaks
waste.
it. Yeah, but I think it's a chemical that breaks it down. But it's still
It's
a chemical
it's
that
still
goes
a
back
chemical
into
that's
still
bad,
gets into the
and
ocean.
that's still
Yeah,
going into
yeah,
the ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so like,
is it it is unhealthy? Like when the fish eat it, is it unhealthy? It is actually
Well,
coming
that-
in our body, like
Yeah.
it does because when we're
yeah.
consuming the fish, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
when you think it's completely cleaned, it really isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not clean, right?
Not clean at all.
Wow, wow.
But we still goes on to eat it.
Yeah, we
I guess because our
Yeah.
body is used to it, and I feel
all the pollution.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, when babies, right, when they like when they lick something or they put something in their mouth, like what I heard is that builds up your immune system somehow.
Okay,
So like
okay.
if that's creating your immune system, like, yeah, that's weird, but like, you know, when you're eating like the chemicals in the fish, that doesn't like help your immune system. But isn't it like some sort of way that like makes it not bad into our bodies? Like somehow like it filters or something?
Yeah, I think it's like that. No, that's
Yeah, my
Would you like to elaborate on that, Mohini?
I'm not sure how to put it, but like
Miss Sandy?
Well, all I know is that I think there's, as you said, there's tons of trash being dumped into
in
the
it.
ocean.
14 billion.
Right.
That is
There's a trillion plastic bottles that are dumped into the
That
ocean.
are wasted.
Right.
And you could reuse bottles. Like, why are you throwing it inside?
Well,
Yeah.
because it's easy. Because
It's
here
easy
again.
to
They feel
get
like they
rid of
could-
the trash.
Yeah.
Well, remember
Get it over with.
our last show we talked about the cigarettes, right, and how people get addicted to cigarettes, and it doesn't matter if the cigarettes are causing problems environmentally, but it's the same problem with water and drinking water and the bottles that they just dump the bottles wherever. First of all, I think if it's a trillion people or a million or 100. A number of million people drinking water
And throwing in
water
there.
every day, where are those bottles going to? They have to go into some trash or some disposal area. But then where are they going from there? They're going into the ocean
They still end
where it
back
takes
up.
Still end up back in
500.
the ocean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Still
It takes, for those bottles, unbelievable, it takes 500 years for the plastic to disintegrate.
That's a long time.
So in
Right.
the meantime, what the fish are eating this stuff. Haven't you remember some news reports where you saw hundreds of fish on the
Yes.
on the beach?
Oh yes, we have.
What
seen
is that
Like when they
from?
all get,
Yeah.
I feel like, cause like, I don't know how to explain it, but like they're getting pushed away, and like they want to find another way, but they end up like going too close.
to the ocean.
Yeah.
to
I
And
think
then
they're just
come
dead. I don't think they're trying to go any other
They
way.
come
I
to
think
the
they're
shore.
just
dead.
Actually,
dead.
when they
Because
come
of
to
the
the
trash.
shore,
They're just dead.
14
is
billion. Trash.
14 billion that been in that ocean from the ships that coming in and out.
It could be from the ships or like when people go to the beach
Yeah.
and like they will just
yeah.
throw trash
Garbage, you're right, right.
all
But that
over.
is coming from the ship, or that coming from our people that who inland that actually throwing the trash in the.
I would be saying it would be people in land mostly because most trash is on land and going into the ocean.
That could be so
Wow,
true because
wow.
when we
I
go to the
disagree
beach,
with that. I mean, I agree, but like I also
agree.
disagree because like when you're on a ship, where could that go?
I think they know. I
don't
think
know.
that we had to do a lot of more research on that
On
as well
that,
to
yes,
come up
correct.
with that.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
will leave that for Mohini to do. That we are the ones that do not know how where to get it. So we are there and we are too lazy to just bring
Exactly.
it home or throw it
That's
in the
what
bin
it's-
or walk
exactly.
to the bin. So we just
Exactly.
left it there.
Yeah.
But and as a ship, as I said, as we human that we do in land, I think that they're coming up with a lot of. Like they're having how would you call this trunk with all this garbage and they will bring it out back into
Barrel?
the ocean.
I
mean
don't
to
know.
the
Land.
the land.
Yeah, and
So
I
it is
don't
our
know.
people, as Mohini said, it's our people who've been in land that throw
That's
in.
true. So how?
So you're right when you said, yeah.
So how much can the ocean take of this stuff? How much space is left for the
Left.
ocean to accept this trash? If 1 billion is being dropped or whatever number every day, how
say-
much space is left?
70% of the waste is in
World.
water.
That much.
What? Say that again. Say that again.
70% of the garbage and trash is in the ocean.
Yes.
What? 70%?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
70%
what-
reminded me of
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So there's 70% of water in this earth.
Oh, 100%.
70.
Oh, 70. Okay.
7%.
So what are you saying that the 70% of the water is polluted with this trash? Or we have
No, there's 70% of water
Yes.
in this earth. And
How much in,
so there's 70% of water, but like now that's 100. So like now I know what you're trying to say.
Right.
So like now expand that to 100. Now 97% of that water is either locked up in glaciers, or it's undrinkable,
Yeah.
or it's not safe at all.
Wow.
And then that only leaves 1% of, not 1%, but 3% of water for us, for the plants, for animals, for anything that needs water. And half of that is getting destroyed by the pollution.
Pollution.
So we only
Wow.
have just, to us it's a lot, but really it's not, because like
Yeah.
that's 97% of more, that's 97% of like more water that's like either is polluted or like.
So then what are we doing
glaciers.
about this? I mean, we keep hearing this news every day
so
about
since
people
both of you go
dumping-
to school and learning about this, what this younger generation is going to do about it? Because there's not much for us to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
the
they just tell us to stop. But
Stop.
when you're like
stop smoking.
yeah, but like when people are keep doing it, like we don't do it obviously because we're sister girls, but like when people do it, they keep doing it because they're used to doing that, and that's why Sister Girls is here, because we're telling you like what this is doing. But if you think about it, if you want the future generation to like swim in clean water or drink water, clean water, shower in clean water, and if you want the future generation to breathe in, clean air,
Yeah.
then you obviously need to start from now and start,
Yeah,
building that up.
yeah,
If you want
yeah.
the future generation
Yeah.
to, live a healthy life.
Well, what does the future generation think about all this stuff? Do they
That
think
is
about
it.
it?
Think
Well,
about
we
it,
are
but
the
what to
future
do?
generation,
But
and
what is-
we are setting up ourselves.
So how we going to do about this, Mohini? How are we going to stop people? Like, are we going to do a campaign? No.
Yeah,
Well,
tell us what we could do.
In
Yeah.
my school, all they said was to conserve energy, but I think we can do much more than that.
Yes.
Maybe like stop polluting. reuse water bottles and things like that.
And we
Well, then because
reuse.
people stop. You know, when you say stop, that to some people mean, well, I'll do some more. You
Yeah.
know.
When you said reuse, we reuse,
Recycle, yeah.
Things.
Recycle.
and we made, you know, a folder DIY organizer.
true.
And you know, we could make these things, and that will
Well, you know what?
Help the environment.
help the environment.
You know what I think?
and also yourself too.
I think that that we have to have young people start sister girls in your school.
yes.
I
You
agree.
have to start because nobody's going to take this important, take it in, you know, take it as an important gesture. You say stop smoking, people smoke more.
More.
Yes.
You say stop dumping, people dump more. Drop trash where they stand. So we are the leaders of this campaign, and we have to perhaps introduce the idea to perhaps the school that you're in, and say if you would like to start a sister girl thing, and tell them why. Give them a presentation and tell them exactly why. Because if we have the ocean, people think that the ocean is there forever, and if we just keep dumping trash in it, there's not going to be any water left there. There's not going to be clean water for you to swim.
To swim
There's
in.
not going to be good fish for us to eat. So then what do? We can't plant these hot peppers and eat them all day long. Right? We can't plant them because
We
they're
can't.
rich and healthy, but
But it's like when you're telling people to stop, it's like they're saying like if that's a sign to
Oh
keep
no,
going.
I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like-
an attitude, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they're telling you're telling them to
So
stop,
like
but they
instead of
think
saying
it's like
stop, instead of saying stop,
Right, use a
tell them the
different-
facts.
right, the
Go
fact,
a
right.
different route.
right, exactly.
And then see what they think.
right,
And if they still want to do it,
let
tell them
do
to
it a
stop.
different
At
way.
least, like, you know, the thought of us telling them to stop, that matters. But they will still do it, and that's just a point.
Well, maybe one idea is that you can invite some of the girls that are in your class and in your grade onto the television show. Everybody wants to be
Yes,
on TV,
yeah.
but they would come and do it and talk about what they feel about the environment and pollution and eating fish and what they
And
eat. What
then
they,
and then they gotta learn more about it and say,
then
you
they
know what?
learn. They can
Yeah.
spread the word that way.
By
Yeah,
doing this,
by
you
do-
might be able to make people see
See the
things
world
a
in a
different
different
way.
way.
Yeah.
A different way, exactly.
Exactly,
yes.
because they don't really see it in a different way. They don't. They
I
really
would
don't.
love. Oh, sorry. I would love to like bring people into the show. However, they feel shy. Why you should feel shy when you are talking about something that's so wonderful? If
They
you
don't
can
know.
clean the
They
It's so
don't-
environment.
important about the environment.
But
and
they
the-
don't
Yeah,
know
so, like,
about
but
the
they
environment.
don't know
What do they
about
know
these
about? Well,
things.
first you have to do a little probing. You have to say,
Yes.
well, what do you like and what are you interested in? So if somebody asks, you know, some girls in your class grade, you say, oh, what do you like? What are you interested in? What would they say?
I guess they'll say, well,
Fashion.
yeah,
Yeah.
fashion,
Clothes.
I guess
Shoes.
fashion.
Yes.
But they won't
latest
say anything
cosmetics.
about the environment.
They
and
don't
that
know.
what disappoints me.
They don't know how to spell environment. First of all, I spelled it wrong myself.
So how
What-
if
ENVIRONMENT.
wrong and spelling environment, then how
Then
can
what
we
are you
help?
doing when you're actually doing
How
something
can we
to the
help
environment?
others to really clean the environment?
Well, as I said, you have to, as you said, Haley, you have to introduce them to them in a different way. If they're shy, maybe they can come on and see that you have to first get them here.
Well,
If
first
they
you
can
have
talk
to
about
ask
fashion
them.
or whatever.
Yeah, first you have to ask them about, do you like this type of thing? Do you want to make something like a
I think
DIY to
yes,
help?
that what
And
Haley
like when
is
they
saying.
keep saying yes, then you'll be like, you'll be good for my TV show, but
Yes.
you're shy. And they'll be like, no, I want to be on your show. I want to be on your show.
Yeah, what Haley is saying there
yeah.
to you ask a child like in your school, Mohini or Haley, you'll ask them, and then you said like, you know, how do you like what you like to wear?
Right,
What
right.
what accessory you like to wear? What
Right,
jewelry?
Well, I
And
see
then-
you have beads
Yeah.
right here.
So I got to see that you
And I
like this
have
bead,
this.
and then when you like this bead, now you asked the girl from your class and said, you know what, I have a TV show. Would you like to be on it?
There you
Because they
go.
already
Yeah, right,
love
right,
you.
right. They love
They
that
already like
stuff.
these type
Yeah.
of things, so
Yeah,
if they're used to
yeah.
it,
And
they
you get
won't
them- you
mind
get them
being on TV.
You know,
And that, excellent idea. And then Haley, you can show how you made those same bracelets out of recycled
And then
stuff.
they
because
will
this
be-
is made out of
And they won't
water
even know that they're on
bottles.
TV
Because
because
you
they're
can show
already
what you wear
practiced
right
out
now
of the
with
camera.
camera, yes.
Right.
So you can actually come to the next show and
Yeah.
and get
And make
some of your
them-
friends
Yeah.
interested.
Did you make this?
Yes.
Yes.
You made it? Now you see,
Yeah.
you see, it's beautiful. Right.
And she makes
So you
it
can-
now. You could come to the show next.
Yeah, and then you can make bracelets out of buttons. Remember, we had the button show.
Oh yeah, the buttons.
yeah.
So,
we'll do buttons and
Yeah, make some
and
jewelry.
beads,
Yeah.
and we'll make
oh, I
different
know,
art
Haley.
pieces.
Maybe you
yes.
can have a how to make jewelry show.
Yeah,
Have some girls.
like how we
bring
make
the
this.
girl-
We
yeah.
we did an episode on this.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get girls.
Yeah, and then we'll show you how we did the bracelets.
But we're trying to get girls to come on that would be possible members of the Sister Girls group, right? So you invite them if they like jewelry. Maybe you have a little workshop in the Adventures of the Sister Girls
Yes.
show. Have a little program how to make jewelry with recycle items. And then they would come on to learn how to make these,
How to make,
how to
Yeah.
make, right? The how to make will bring them in so that they can be on TV and smile and learn how to make the jewelry. But the
They'll
interest
be
is
really interested.
right,
In that.
right. So then that's how you can get them to now understand what the environment is about and what their place is. All these young people have a place to make this environment better. Nobody's making them responsible. Everybody's just overlooking, and they
'Cause they feel like they
drop
have
trash where it
another-
is. Let me just
Right. And that is okay. That is
Well, I
okay.
mean, I feel like the way how people do this, like a part of them, like they won't realize it, but then they think that they have another world to go to
Who
when
told
they
you
don't.
that? When you said, where did you get that from?
Well, they will. Well, I don't
They're
know.
on their
because
own.
I
They're on their own
they will
world.
probably think that there's another world. I could do this and
Then what you
that,
should tell
but that's not
really?
true.
Or tell them
That's
that
what they probably would think. I don't know because
ask them.
I recycle.
I already,
Those
got
people
it, I already got it
throw
resolved.
trash.
There's a
Yeah.
planet out there called Sister.
Sister.
So everybody's going to the Sister planet. And leave everybody back here that wants to dump everything into
And
the
go
ocean.
forward.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah,
wanna-
we are going to help the environment. You know, we are going to make sure that everyone cleans, right?
I'm
Yes.
serious.
Stop
Remember
polluting.
the picture Avatar?
Oh
Remember
yes,
that
Avatar.
picture? The Avatar? Did you see that? Do you
The
remember
movie
that? The
Avatar.
movie Avatar.
Avatar,
Oh.
the movie Avatar with
Right?
the blue people.
And the people, and that was a whole planet. It was a beautiful
Yeah, that was a-
story. It was a beautiful
yeah.
story, but people came there with their environmental stuff and they wanted to ruin the animal. It was a kind of a sad story in a way.
I
because
watched
of-
that about
yeah.
maybe more than 10, 12 times.
Yeah,
I
it was a
watched that.
wonderful story.
And
you
I
know?
could continue watching it because this is so beautiful, and
Yeah,
then we
yeah, yeah.
human come to destroy it.
Right, exactly what they did.
That's
They
not
did what they
nice. And
did.
then that- yeah.
So maybe you should tell them if they want to survive, they should go to the sister planet. They got a
Yes.
sister
Yeah, we have a
planet out
sister
there,
planet.
and it's all about earthly things and people who want to save save and
Help
live in a
and
healthy
save the
way.
planet.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to be creative so that to bring them in. Otherwise, I.
Yeah.
We are just
Think of
saying.
something creative.
My teachers are interested because obviously they're not shy. So eventually I will bring them into the show, and they want to talk about how you could do these type of things in school, like
Yeah.
make them in school,
Yes.
like create
I think
one.
one of our teachers actually spoke to me, and he said that he would like to come, and then he
good.
will start to get into
Good.
to get to talk with the kids
Good,
in school.
good. If you want me to come and make a presentation, I could do that if you
but
like.
let him come first. I think you should let him come.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, for
but I
next
mean,
week,
you
yeah,
have
next
to.
month.
But to stress the point, we have to make the young people aware that they're not living in some little separate little world. But remember when we did the beach cleanups? Some of the kids never went to the beach.
No.
Remember, some of them never
Yeah, they
didn't go to
never-
the beach and walk in the sand and be in the
They-
water.
yeah, we
You
did
know?
have
And if they
some
don't get
girls,
to do it
yes.
now, remember, like some people don't even get to experience it.
Right.
But like, remember, in the future generation, if you keep throwing trash and like that, then the future generation will never get to see the beautiful
Exactly.
beach.
They'll
Yeah.
never see the beach, never know what the sand
Sense
is, never
looks
know what
like
the
it.
water is,
Never know what it feels
have
like to be
fun,
clean.
Having fun. Yeah.
And you know the population in this world. If you look at the garbage they're going to throw, if I throw 5 things on the ground, you throw 5 things in the ground. What is that mess?
They
on the
feel like if
ground
they're
there?
throwing one thing, oh, that's
And
not
then
going to
the
do enough.
innocent one has to come and do the cleaning.
Wow. Here's some
The people
trash.
who don't even
This is the way some people believe
trash.
somebody else gonna
Yeah.
go and pick it up.
Just gonna,
Yeah.
Yeah,
pick
it's
it up.
But
okay
if,
for
as
you
you
to
said, if
throw.
100
Wait,
people
I have
do
a
that,
question.
Yeah.
that's
I have
a
a
whole
question.
pile of garbage all over
That's
the
a
place.
lot.
Yes.
Question. So when you are like actually throwing up, like I pick up the trash and I throw it into a garbage, right? Where does that go now?
No, that's different. That is go back into recycle because
Right,
I think
right,
that
right.
goes to the
Go-
government now,
Yeah, right,
meaning
right.
that they
They have to take care of it. But what if the
Yeah.
government is the one that's throwing it into
no,
the
no,
water?
they will not.
Well,
They have space for that.
They won't do that.
The garbage truck actually pass and pick it up. Yeah,
But where
so-
does that trash go?
No, they make
'Cause
You don't know.
Yeah,
It
I
could
don't
go
know.
over there to where she's talking about, where the trash goes into the ocean. You
I
don't
yeah,
know where it
actually
goes.
we could
Exactly.
do also research on that, but no,
Yeah.
what
In
they
the
do with the
next
garbage,
episode.
where they pick
Yeah.
up from the garbage truck, they
Yeah.
recycle, they burn it and they make things out of it.
Yeah, right,
That
exactly.
is recycling. You know,
Yeah.
they come with recycling bin and then they have the garbage.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
actually
right,
they make
right,
dirt
right.
from.
Yeah.
I think they have a
Oh,
word for
compost.
that. Compost. Like the words
Compost.
is there.
Oh,
They
oh,
make right.
oh.
Yeah.
But the most interesting thing I recall was what the last show that we did about the cigarette show. When we got off the topic and we talked about the chickens and the chicken waste goes to the cows and cows.
Oh yeah, so this is like the rundown of what happened. So
Yeah,
basically,
give me that again.
so basically,
interested.
it is basically so a cow would eat grass, but then they will also eat chicken waste. So first, going to the chicken, you know, they live their life, and then it's time for them to go because people are ordering the chickens to eat. So then they will take out the parts that they need for the chicken, what they're gonna eat, and they're gonna take out the bones and whatever, and they're going to burn that, and they're gonna feed it to the cows. But you
Make
know
ma-
what I
yeah,
said before
chicken
with the
food.
chicken, when they're taking
Wait
the
until I
waste,
tell
the
these-
waste.
Wait till I tell these people to eat steak. Remember that?
so like remember so
Who loves steak?
This
Can
is
you
what's
imagine what they
happening.
have in the plate.
So this is what's happening. A chicken will get first when it's their time to like get eaten and cooked. First they will take chemical and they would
Inject it
inject it into the chicken. Then they'll kill the
Well, like I
chicken.
need a picture of this. There's chickens all lined up. So then
Yes.
they have these needles that go sticking in the
Yes.
No, it's like a
Inject-
pump. It's a pump
And they pump it.
with like
Yeah.
probably a gallon of a chemical. It's really complicated to talk about, but
Yeah.
a chemical would go inside the chicken. They would go and do the process of
Yeah.
the chicken going, and then whatever they don't need, which is the chemicals, and that's getting into the chicken, they would take that, they'll burn it, and then they'll feed it to the cows.
They make
Unbelievable.
feeds. They make feed for
They
the
make
cows.
feed for
Yes.
the cow.
And then
So
the
now the
cows
cow
eat
is eating it.
So
And the
stop.
waste comes out from the cow.
And now no, not the waste, not the waste. Now when it's time for the cow to become beef, like when they cook it, now they'll take out the unwanted parts.
What?
And those unwanted parts, like remember, like the bones is all building up from
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
eat.
Yeah, right.
So like that's like the chicken,
take it and
the
they
chicken
grind
waste.
it.
Now they're gonna grind the cow and feed it back to the chicken.
What?
And it's going
No more
back and
steaks for
forth,
me.
back and forth.
That is the next recycle again.
Another
cycle.
keep going back and
Routine.
forth.
Yeah.
But remember, like even though the cow eats the chicken and the chicken eats the cow, because they'll
Feed,
keep going
the
back
feed.
and forth. Because remember, as I said before, the cow will be eaten by the chicken, and then the chicken will eat back the cow. So basically, a cow is eating the cow,
Wow.
but with just the chicken going into the
So
middle.
how healthy
Yeah.
is that?
Not healthy.
And then
And that's like the
it's not
fish.
just
You
the
remember
cow,
the
and
fish
it's
in the
not just the
plastic?
sick. Oh, and also it goes for the fish because who mine in their home fish like the pond
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah,
sell
yeah,
because
yeah.
it sells in the market.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's also the fish. That's also come from the chicken too. The waste.
What?
waste.
The waste.
Goes
The
to the
bone.
chicken
And the fish too.
that swim in a pond in a
Yes.
farm.
Yes, the
se-
farm
setting.
fish.
Farm fish.
Yes.
And that's why they're even fatty because they
Yes.
don't get a chance to exercise and get
No,
out there.
so they get fatter
So
in
they
a
get
quick
fat.
time. Yeah.
But like salmon. I was eating salmon and someone said, do not eat salmon if they're farm fed. But they don't tell you what they're farm fed with.
No, they don't,
They,
no.
just farm fed with some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is
what about
very interesting.
GMO? We got to have a show on GMO.
that?
Generically modified.
Okay. So that is going to be for this.
Cows
young-
are
Yeah.
genetically modified food.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So we're going to have that one. So we'll have Mohini to work on that, on the beads and the necklace, and Haley
yeah.
to work on
The
the
GMO.
GMO. Okay.
So that will be the next.
Generically modified something.
Okay, so let's all right, so let's have a recap. So, how much trash is inside water when you're throwing it?
14 billion pounds.
14 billion. Oh, 14 billion pounds.
14 billion
pounds.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And what does the chicken eat and what does the cow eat?
Don't eat steak. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh, and don't eat gelatin either, because
Don't eat
apparently, like,
gelatin.
the bone inside the pork and, like,
Lord.
the beef, like,
Oh,
that's
man. Wow.
icky. What? And recap of something that was in this episode.
I was amazed to know how much trash is going in that water.
Yeah.
And that's the
too.
same water that we have to go and swim or bathe in.
And maybe drink,
And drink.
'cause it's going to
Drink.
recycle.
And drink.
Because remember, like, the
Recycle, yeah.
97%
So that
of the
was-
water
that was
is, like,
something
locked up,
really,
so it's only
yeah.
1% of the water that we
Unbelievable.
have.
Yeah. So,
Yes. So that
This
is like the recaps. And remember that it's now coming to the main question. How do we save the planet? So remember, if you want the place to be clean, if you want the place to be healthy for the future generation, and when you're walking down the park, you definitely do not want trash around you. So what you gotta do, you gotta pick up the can of soda that you're drinking and into the trash, not on the floor. The floor is not trash. I mean, the floor is not the trash can. So that's obviously not safe. And remember, Mother Nature gives you a lot. She gives you food, oxygen, water. So, you know, don't pollute that because that's what she's giving to us, you know. And don't throw trash on the floor because Mother Nature does not deserve that. Because, like, she's giving us a lot.
thank you for watching.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you all for watching. We are here to educate you guys. And remember, we are back here again on Tuesdays, so you can get us again. And we are having so much activities coming up.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Yes.
Let me quickly go over there. One, we're going to have, like we have the other
Girls in
Sister
Black.
Girls. Huh?
Yes, Sister Girls.
Sister Girls Be Friendly. We're going to have Sister Girls Mermaids, which we're going to do presentations to yacht clubs, those same boat marinas and people who dropped it carelessly out in the water. We're going to have Sister Girls in the Black, where if you're a Sister Girl member, you'll get some funds to open a bank account.
Yeah.
And that's that. And then we have Eco Boys. Eco Boys. We're finally inviting boys Eco
Into the
Boys.
club.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you all for watching. Thank you to my guests, and make sure you go ahead and stay green.
You get fed. You get some food. So good. That was so good.